Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Disco Elysium. In the last episode, well, we passed out and we lost some time, but in this episode there is a few loose threads. Obviously we have the greenhouse, the door behind the greenhouse we need to open for the mob man, who I can't remember his name. We also need to explore in this area still again to try and find out what the spirit is, and I also feel like I should probably look at getting some kind of superstar or one of these many other things. I think I'm going to unlock another point here. I also found out where my skills were. It took me this entire time to realize that they are listed down here under the thing that says skill points. I'm going to unlock one more of these. And then I'm going to go... We've got some kind of superstar. First, let's make this absolutely clear. No one is saying you're an actual superstar. In the groupies and cocaine, riddled with hepatitis C, strikes a lion-esque pose with a mic kind of way. You're not Gulliman Lemillion or Davy Dewis. No, you're a metaphorical superstar. You bring that rock and roll authenticity and passion to a line of work where people don't expect or want to see it. Where some would say it doesn't belong. Law enforcement. You also have white morning. You see yourself from above. You're passed out on the blue tiles of the hostel room floor. Even from this distance, you can see your eyelids flutter at the mention of what? A great white object, letting out its sweet smell like a lily of the valley. The little man's forgotten its name, but he still remembers the feeling. And look, he moves. The feeling animates him. He instinctively reaches out for the feeling's best friend, a bottle of Commodore Red. He puts on his disco clothes and gets smaller and smaller. It's going to take us 5 hours. Let's internalize that. We'll get that going. It's going to lower our authority, but I think this is a temporary debuff for the chances of getting something else. So we shall see how it goes. There is also probably white checks we can do. We can punch the pay clock again. We can wake sleeping dock worker. Legendary, formidable, challenging, legendary, medium, central furnace. I could try that. Let's go try that. Instead of working for Ernest. His name's not Ernest, but that's the name I'm now giving him. Let's go explore in here, see if there's anything different in the daytime. Who knows, maybe we'll find a ghost. Let's get the torch back out, shall we? There was the furnace physical instrument, but that damn near killed me last time, so let's see if we can check that shutter again. Since I said I wanted to do it ages ago, and I never did. There's also a small chance that there is a different state of affairs in the daytime as to the nighttime. The shoes are still here. Someone live here? Let's see.
As before, an iron safety curtain curves before your eyes. It covers half the room, blocking the way into a colossal industrial chimney. This is directly above the central furnace in the cellar. The voices probably came from here.
I don't want to knock even harder. It strikes me as one of those things where I'm going to pass out. I really should get one more endurance just to stop myself dying whenever something horrible happens. Okay, well this hasn't really helped me that much. We still need to find the password. Don't think we can find the password anywhere unless it's on this board. Okay, never mind. That didn't help me at all. Alright, let's leave. Let's go see if we can find the door we need to find. There is also the other option of going to find the Wild Pines lady and seeing what she knows. That will mean we would have quite a lot of different quests running at the same time. That seems to be normal. Oh, collapsed. It's inaccessible now. Oh no, I know what I need to do. I need to call the police station. Excuse me, Kim. We can get information on the armor, can't we? So, I somehow started this episode, ran around a bit, and then ended up where I started. Pretty normal. Let's pick up the radio.
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you?
Ah, here we go. Have you heard back from the ICP about the serial number?
Yes. The armor was produced by fair weather in their facilities in Bétancourt, sur la Clé in 42. It was part of a special order for Corps de Pharmacie, a security firm contracted to protect the interests of Oranese pharmaceutical companies in the Semenine conflict. So, it seems the armor went to Semenine. That's where the paper trail ends, though. Even the firm has proven difficult to track. Corps de Pharmacie has been renamed several times over in the years since the armor was issued.
You know what it's called now?
The most recently registered firm that the ICP has been able to connect to the CDP is a military contractor called Trinel, and the one before it was Downwell. I think they might be the same contractor.
Crenel.
A suit of armor like this would have been manufactured with a particular person's physique in mind. You should ask for whom this suit was fitted.
Okay, first, has the firm continued to work for pharmaceutical companies through all these name changes? Or a suit of armor like this would have been customized to fit the wearer. There must be a record of the person to whom it was issued.
Yes, but the ICP tends to be reluctant to share private sector records. I could try to talk them into it, though.
Oh, please do, Alice.
This is a fun challenge for her, an opportunity to contribute beyond doing her job by rote. She'll gladly put in the extra effort for Team RCM.
Yes, thank you, officer. I really appreciate your efforts in this case.
Glad to help. Call back tomorrow. Hopefully I'll have more for you then.
Okay. Did you find out more about the owner of the armored boots? I'm guessing that's good. She's going to say no.
Not yet.
Okay.
But I was able to convince the database people to share private sector information. They promised to get back to me by tomorrow morning. Do you have any other questions?
That was very quick. I'm done with the radio for now. End call.
57th, over and out.
A voice disappears into the void.
In the cabin, you see a set of steering.
We can not listen to that for the 100th time. Okay, open apartment door for Everett. Everett asked you to open the basement door behind the greenhouse in the backyard to intimidate the occupant. Will we do it? Promise to give us information on the case in return. Investigate the doomed commercial area. Race Enigma, I'm just ignoring that. Give them the Handman's Boost, I think we failed that. Find 1 hour piece. Interview the Wild Pines rep. Do I want to go exploring down this way and see where it goes? I don't want to work for Everett, like straight out of the boot. Yeah. I feel like it's just, you know, corrupt. Hello, are they playing bowls? Tire tracks leading onto the roof. The slush and rain has almost washed them off. Wait, onto this roof? Can I speak to these people over here? Let's see if we can get over there. I think we can get down via the book station? Book station? Yes, bookstore. There's a man on the stairs. Who are you? I make my own way. It's all, always have, always will. This coin-operated viewer has been banged up. Inoperable. Who is this? Oh my. You see a sturdy woman humming to herself. She seems to be browsing books. Good one.
Yes? Hello?
She nods, her attention fully focused on reading. Who are you?
Me? No one. I'm just a working class woman.
Oh.
She doesn't really want to be disturbed that much. If she's such a working class woman, why isn't she working?
Shouldn't a working class woman be working?
Not all the time. Right now I'm browsing books. Even a working class woman needs something to read.
I'm a policeman. No, phenomenal.
It is.
I'm a policeman.
I know you are.
Oh.
Everyone can see that. The rectangles.
You need the help of a policeman?
What with?
He tries hard to focus on the bookstand. Maybe your husband's missing them.
My husband? No, he's not.
So, where could he be?
I don't know. At home now? Out drinking with his friends? Working?
Where is this going, officer?
So, what I'm hearing is you don't really know where your husband is.
Yes, but I don't really need to know where my husband is. Not all the time.
Wouldn't you like to?
No.
He looks you straight into the eye. Her right foot is tapping nervously. Maybe you're right. Maybe he isn't missing indeed.
Of course he's not. It's not like he's a pocket watch. I wouldn't just lose him.
She has, though. The husband is totally lost. You should tell her that it's okay.
Okay, it's okay.
What?
It's alright to not know that where your husband is. Nothing shameful in that.
Who said anything about shame? Stop talking down to me. My husband is not missing.
But he is. You can feel it. Or maybe it's something else then.
Maybe your cockatoo is missing.
I don't mean to disrespect, sir, but you are being a bit of a cockatoo here.
For what it's worth, I agree. But cockatoos can't be stopped when they get like this. It's better to indulge him at this point.
Ma'am, I was asking about your cockatoo. Is it missing?
I don't even have a cockatoo. And guess what?
It's a trap. Never ever say what.
What?
Even if I had, it wouldn't be missing.
Alright, cockatoo not missing. I just wanted to make sure.
Great.
Just one more question. What did you mean by me being a cockatoo?
Nothing. Go read up on them if you're so interested. There's a great book in the bookstore.
Maybe you should. What if the cockatoo is your astral captain? Or your heraldic bird?
Actually, that's what I'm going to do. Thanks for the tip.
Wonderful. The store is open.
Okay, that's all for the moment. I'll let you read.
The woman before you nods and returns to her reading.
Alright, let's go explore what's down here. But did I actually get the task of finding my heraldic bird? Lovely. What an entertaining conversation. Oh, the sea sounds a bit... Is that a plastic bag? Is that actually a plastic bag? Can I finally pick up bottles now? I will look at all these green dots in a second. Hang on. It's a Frit plastic bag. It's only fair. Think of all the money we could make. Reckon they take glass bottles too? Okay, what do these signs say? To Roundabout North. Cape Side Apartments, the Martinez Pier. Wait. Cans? Oh, this is over now. The ad reads, broken window, Tibbs has windows. What's this?
This coin-operated viewer is facing southwest. Its coin slot is full of fossilized bubblegum, rendering the machine permanently inaccessible.
We look inside.
A thick layer of graffito covers the lenses. You spell out the word Onuk written on the other side, with N and C scribbled backwards.
Interesting.
That's Kuno on the lens.
Ah, of course it is. Shift your focus to the background.
Under the graffito, a sea of blues and greys appear. Behind the water lies a coast, studded with concrete and reeds. On it, a church on stilts, lanky weather-worn wooden planks, an X-shaped cross topping its tower. You know this to be the star of Pericanasis, or the Cairo, the central symbol of the Pericanassian church, a star, a great moral height to be strived towards. The church looks old and weather-worn. There are no lights in the windows.
Let's say vandalism and shake our head.
Probably some kids.
The lieutenant inspects the rigged slot. Poor little viewer.
The metal feels cold and wet under your palm. It looks unhygienic.
Leave. Okay, what else do we have around here? A bin. Oh yeah.
This coin-operated viewer is facing south. The instruction manual says to insert 25 centimes and pull the handle while looking inside. Then use the focus knob to zoom in if necessary. Why place a tourist attraction in the middle of such poverty?
What's a tourist attraction doing here?
There was a revitalization project in 49. A design studio tried restoring Martinez to its pre-war glory. It didn't stick.
What happened?
They got as far as the street lamps and that statue on the intersection before something went sour. I suspect it was Erard's Claire's doing. He muscled them out. It's how it usually goes around here.
Can't we do something about it.
We should have done something about the Union 10 years ago. That ship has sailed, officer.
Raises a valid point. Shall we insert a coin? Let's do it.
Your money disappears into the coin slot. A clunk. The ring of metal.
Let's pull the handle and look inside.
The curtains on the display open. You lean in to catch the view. It's blurry. Different blues and greens. In the middle of the shimmer stands a drab grey shape, like a ghost.
And the knob to focus your vision.
The lenses shift. The ghost sharpens into an islet in the bay. In the ruins, a man-made structure is visible. A half-sunken sea fort. Its concrete almost reconquered by nature. It looks as if it was abandoned quite some time ago. Nothing but a rotten tooth remains of the anti-aircraft tower. A lonely birch tree grows out of it. Its leaves ripped from it by the winter wind.
Hang in there, little one.
The little brave birch tree seems to wave back in the wind.
There are ruins of some kind of building there.
Really? I don't have the eyesight to make it out.
The lieutenant takes off his glasses and cleans them. Oh, let's leave. Okay, so we can't go further south? Oh, we can. We can go down these steps here. Let's keep going down this way. I'm curious. You hear the distant squall of seabirds. I can't believe I'm emptying bins. This is what my life has become. What's this? A spatter of bullet holes lines the wall. I probably should go speak to these guys up here, shouldn't I, actually? Let's do that. The bowls players.
There. Working class drunk. You know what this means, right?
Oh, discard the thought. Bloody working class drunk. Hello, sir.
Have you no shame? Whining about your back every time you bring out the measuring tape.
Honey, you're a man with a fork in a world of soup. Please, let's just try to enjoy the game, alright?
The other one is eating a big sandwich. This saying, you're a man with a fork in the world of soup, is a wonderful saying. I love it.
I'm trying to, but you keep breaking my concentration. You're old. I can see that. We're both old. Now stop grabbing your ass like it's a girl.
We just go straight in and act without hesitation. Excuse me?
You are immediately surprised by the ball's lack of weight. No matter. You'll make it work.
Let's feel the ball.
The cold metal ball is surprisingly smooth against your neck. It has a pattern on it. Probably a sponsored ball. Yours would only be covered with bumps of learning and scars of victory. Already your muscles are adjusting to the weight, the nervous system calibrating, until you and the ball have merged into a single entity. The man ball is ready.
Let's take in the surroundings.
A chilly breeze ruffles your hair as you stand there, feet firmly planted. All sounds, smells, even the wind, everything fades until the only thing left is the union of man and ball.
That is time for a last glance inward. Who am I?
An embodiment of pure motion, a fine-tuned locomotor running at maximum efficiency. Some would still say you're a cop, but I guess we're beyond that now.
The inertia can be contained no more than a bullet leaving a gun. Let go. Be the bullet.
Merde! Bordel de merde!
My knowledge of French is limited, but it does just so happen that I know what that word means.
A whorehouse of shit?
Ah, yes.
It wasn't whorehouse of shit. The shot was at least 23 meters, probably 24, and then some. Nothing to be embarrassed about.
What the hell is your problem?
Well, a weak right tricep. that's for sure.
I don't care if you are a cop. You do not just ruin someone's game. It's so goddamn disrespectful.
Wait, what?
You vandalized our game, son. We can't play pétanque with 5 bull.
Pétanque?
Yes, pétanque. You ruined our pétanque game. We want our bull back.
Take it easy, René. This is just a misunderstanding, isn't it, officer? No harm done.
Of course there's harm done, you orange slug. You owe us a goddamn bull.
I don't have a bull, but will this do? Hold out the shot put ball.
Will this... No, it will goddamn not.
Look, it was worth a go.
Thank you, officer. This is really something. Honestly, I think it's better than our old bull, even.
I like you, Gaston. You're a man who makes things work.
Mon Dieu. All right, fine. What do you want, officer?
Yes. Why did you come here? It's unlikely they know anything about the murder.
Be quiet, rhetoric.
Just talk. It'll smooth things over. Old people like attention.
Oh, René. I found your guard booth.
Yes. The Debardeurs Union pays me to stand vigil during the nights. Not out of any political allegiance, mind you. I'm an old man. Don't sleep more than a few hours every night anyway, and money is tight.
He adds with a slight sigh.
He feels like he has to justify himself for some reason.
I saw a picture in there. You were in it. You looked happy. Who's the girl?
She is nobody. This is none of your concern, and I refuse to discuss my private affairs with the RCM.
I guess he doesn't like the RCM.
The lady is Jeanne-Marie Beaulieu, and she sure as hell wasn't a nobody.
Thank you, Gaston. You must have seen something on the night of the murder. Your booth looks right into the yard.
Yes, it does. Unfortunately, I wasn't working that night. Been on a 2-week leave since last Monday.
Hold on, why were you on a leave?
It's a private matter. Nothing to do with your investigation.
You see, officer, René is the kind of man would rather die than admit he needs medical assistance or, God forbid, sick it. A real man's man is just gonna ride it out.
I'm fine, goddammit. Mind your own business. It's nothing. Just got to cut back on coffee.
So who was working your shift that night?
No one. The bus has been unmanned since last Monday. There's no other guard. It's just me.
No one has been guarding the container yard since last Monday.
Yes. It's not actually an issue. I mean...
Look, officer, the container yard doesn't actually need a guardsman. Never had one before René. Monsieur Claire had that booth built specially for him. It's mostly decorative.
Mostly decorative?
The possibility of someone being in there is enough to discourage any ill-minded individuals.
Evrard created this job for René because he knows the Royal Carabiniers' pension of honor and PTSD isn't something a man can live off. A decorated Kingsman collecting tear reflects bad on the whole neighborhood. His words.
That's fair. Everrock gets it. Big guys looking after the small and everyone working together. I love it. Such dependency only weakens a man further. Do or die. There is no middle ground. René is but one man. We need a program. Get all the elderly back into the job market. Keep folks motivated. God damn it. René should rent out his services. Invest the profit. Get few more guys. Expand and repeat. Wage work is a dead end. There's absolutely nothing wrong with tear collecting. It's my side thing too. Proudly hold out the tear page.
Oh, I didn't mean to imply there's something wrong with that. I do it too. Everyone does it. It's an excellent side thing.
You are the master of diplomacy.
Yes. Can we conclude the topic of my guard booth now?
He is not going to become an entrepreneur.
Okay, got it, thanks.
Yes. Like I said, I would be up anyway, so might as well keep an eye out. It keeps my senses sharp.
Do you know anything about the man hanged in the backyard of the Whirling in Rags?
Unfortunately, I don't. Unlike most of the locals, I have no qualms about assisting law enforcement. But this affair has passed me by completely.
And most of the locals?
In Martinez, the union is the law. So can you really blame them?
But you don't have a problem with cops?
Cop is a pejorative term. I don't have a problem with policemen. On the contrary, I admire the effort to bring order to our streets.
He doesn't know about the crime. Your time is better spent discussing politics.
No. What about police women? Oh, okay, fine. What about police women?
I'm confident they are indispensable in regard to all the paperwork and other administrative duties.
Oh no. Oh no, this is going to make me press this, isn't it? Not to mention keeping the station tidy and the men fed and happy. Oh, if that's not sarcastic. There are no duties RCM women couldn't carry out. Yeah. There are no duties RCM women couldn't carry out.
But you must agree that nature, in her infinite wisdom, has made men more fit to perform certain, more challenging tasks. Don't you, officer?
No, I don't think there's any evolutionary inequality at play here.
Really, officer. Match an average woman against an average man in a dark alley and see who comes out on top.
I mean, I guess you raise a valid point.
Gender equality is a very noble, very modern idea. But in real life, primal roles prevail. But I do not wish to discuss this matter further.
It's fair, I suppose. I think our views don't match. You seem to be playing in a crater.
Yes. The terrain here provides an interesting variety to a familiar game.
Was it made by a sea monster rising from the depths? No. Does it have anything to do with the bullet holes I've been seeing around?
Yes. It was left by heavy artillery fire.
Okay, it's a crater left by artillery fire. But why?
Why what?
Why was heavy artillery used?
Because that's what happens when communards hijack your country, execute your supreme leadership, and turn your capital into a slaughterhouse. You use heavy ordnance to clean up your home.
Wait, who are the communards again?
Commies, communists, socialists, anarchists, call them what you like. They just chose a name to feel special. Senseless sentimentality.
Did you use artillery fire against them?
Sadly, no. It was the foreigners who brought them to their knees. We fought valiantly. Too valiantly. So valiantly we got licked.
He adds, squeezing a bowl in his fist.
Should have fought dirty, like they did with their suicide sex cult propaganda and mad anarchist women strapped to shrapnel bombs. We didn't though, and we lacked caliber. God bless him, but the suzerain's cannons simply weren't big enough.
It was probably a bit more complicated than that.
Why shell them here in Martinez? They should have chosen a place away from people and buildings. I'm afraid that doesn't work. Okay, why shell them here in Martinez?
Because this place is a damn beachhead. Had to soften the commies up first.
The beachhead?
Yes. The military coordinated amphibious landing to take back Revachol.
He finds your lack of historic knowledge troubling, a sign of mental deterioration in the preceding generations.
Martinez was used as one of the 3 footholds in Revachol during Operation Deathblow in 08. The other 2 are off in Stella Maris and the Delta.
Deathblow. Sounds grim.
This here is Blood Ground, where coalition boots first made landfall and cleaned those rabid dogs out. Most likely, we're playing pétanque on their mangled corpses.
Oh, lovely.
Blood ground. You got old René going there. Like he isn't hungry enough already.
So, hold on. The coalition?
Don't get me wrong, officer. I hate those foreign dogs, but the enemy of my enemy and all that. They're the lesser evil.
Is that why everything is so bombed out?
Damn right, son. They laid the fire of hell on the city before they stormed it. And it worked, too.
There is a strange gleam in his eyes.
The rest of the city got cleaned up, but Martinez they keep as a monument. And now the Union Socialists are practically running the place.
Well, it's your own damn fault. You, we, the coalition, Revachol, whoever you want to blame, never finished the job. Officially, the party never surrendered. Of course, they still all influence.
You don't even begin to truly understand the players at the table, let alone the specific circumstances surrounding the... What do you think?
Thinking men have opinions on these things. Present one.
I am, in fact, a thinking man. But that's how it should be. Soft socialists paving the way for the hard working class to take over. Foreign powers cleaned up our mess and now they rule us. Shake your head in shame. The coalition seems quite capable, actually. Commies just don't understand how money works. Oh, I gotta say that one. Nothing, I don't think. I just do. Let's go with this one. Commies don't understand how money works.
No, they don't. But I'm sorry it had to be the coalition. After 8 years of fighting rabid commies, boiling cats for food and drinking piss in the mountains,
Takes a deep breath.
I would have preferred if the Right Honorable King Guillaume returned to Revachol, or even if that damn clan Frisel had risen from the grave and led us. Sadly, that was not the case.
This royal failure weighs heavily on him.
Instead, all that is just, holy, and beautiful in the world was wiped away, and now it's neon signs with toothpaste ads everywhere. Foreign influence peddling garbage and stupid music on the radio.
He sighs.
This is just what the commies wanted. This was their plan all along. This is what they wanted to replace the role of the suzerain with.
How does Philippe III factor into this? Point toward the monument.
It doesn't. That was 100 years ago. Ain't got nothing to do with anything.
Who was this Frisel?
Damn Frisel. He was the king we couldn't protect. The Carabineers failed him, and the crown. He died in the hands of the Hyperlay, in a very public execution.
I feel this man's health is not great. You mentioned... I want to say Guillaume, but that's not how you say it. Guillaume?
A true king in both blood and mind led Revachol before Frisel. He would have been better, but the damn commies drove him into exile.
Some manner of self-deceit is present in his thinking. Sounds like this Guillaume abandoned him, and he doesn't want to admit it.
What exactly is a suzerain?
The suzerain is the king! Has everyone forgotten already? They've forgotten already.
Soon, they will forget everything. Him too. Then he chooses anger over melancholy.
It's no use talking to you. You were still in Daddy's balls when it happened. When we took our last stand against the filth and rode the cavalry straight into gunfire.
Oh, I got a -1 for throwing the bowl into the sea. Is there anything you can tell me about this rifle? The antique firearm? I forgot I had that.
It's a Bell McGrave. 4.46 caliber. Breech loading. Revachol made. Good weapon. Accurate and reliable. This one's inoperable. The bolt spring is missing and the mechanism is jammed shut. Still a beauty. Where did you find her?
In the basement there. Point to the bookshop.
I'm not surprised. There are probably lots of forgotten wartime weapons lying around here. Back in the day, everyone had something stashed away. As for the rifle, I don't know what else to tell you. These BM-446s are an antique. No one uses them anymore. The ammunition is impossible to find.
I saw the statue of Philip III near the roundabout.
Ah, yes! King Philip III, on his steed. A reminder of what Revachol once was.
Wasn't he the man who spent all of the money?
Oh, absolutely. At the mercy of a cocaine-snorting tyrant who emptied the treasury so he could sleep on a bed of gold.
Oh, brilliant.
A superpower, feared and respected. A testament to what this country can be under the leadership of a true king. Someone who knows how to rule.
What was that about cocaine? No, what should a true king... How should a true king rule?
Decisively, without fear of offending the sensibilities of the frail and weak-minded among his subjects. This is something the insurgents never understood.
Seems to me a leader should take care of his people before himself. Powerful leaders not afraid to do what must be done. Yes, his people before himself.
A nation is only as strong as its leader. That's why it was such madness to try to...
Don't get started on that again. What happened, happened.
There's some wariness in his voice now. He's heard this rant many times before.
The Carabiner doesn't reply, but his entire being communicates unbreakable resolve.
What was that about cocaine?
Oh, old Philip was a big fan of the purple nose candy the nobility loved so much. A cocaine connoisseur of sorts. His egocentricity is borderline legendary.
Amazing. A cocaine connoisseur.
You can't even take responsibility for yourself. How could you fathom the responsibility weighing on the shoulders of a ruler?
He asks, obviously annoyed.
That's why the Philippian kings use cocaine. For clarity of vision. To aid in their work. Regnum cocainum. Revishal's finest years.
He seems to grow taller, brimming with pride about the past.
Of course. Clarity of vision. Awareness.
Philip III was even brought into this world with the help of cocaine. The court made him administer the dose to his mother when she was in labor. And it is well known that with the help of cocaine, only the purest, of course, he was able to connect with higher realms.
Higher realms. Of course, it all makes sense. He's just making excuses for the king's habits, isn't he?
What was that about higher realms? Sounds interesting. Such responsibility requires a boost every now and then. I sometimes need one too. Seems like irresponsible behavior for a monarch. Drug users shouldn't even operate heavy machinery, much less rule countries.
From what I've seen of the officers of the RCM... But I don't want to get into a debate about drug policies.
I guess he's seen me when I've had my party eyes. Let's talk about something else.
Right.
Should we try this composer check? 8%. Yeah.
All you observe is a veteran refusing to let go of the past and his old uniform. This is not uncommon.
This is the uniform of the Royal Carabiniers in service of Frissel I, Guillaume le Lion, and the valiant King Philip V before him.
Don't you mean Frissel the Fan?
No.
You do not speak his name, Craven, although he was a clown. But he was our clown, ours to ridicule and to mourn.
That seems fair.
There's something you missed. You'll get to it. Don't worry.
Okay, well there's a check that might come up at some point. Thank you for your time.
Wow, you work hard.
I do?
Oh, yes. You hustle. You're a provider. It's tough out there, but you keep it real and provide.
What hard work do I do exactly?
Look at yourself. You're a human pedometer. You must have walked 200,000 steps down cracked asphalt, mosaic, sand, and linoleum after you re-emerged. That is the sign of a hustler who never gives up. The world is harsh and people are evil. You didn't make it that way, and you won't let it break you. You ride.
I fucking ride till I die, bitch.
That's just what it's like. Life and death. But you got gills on your side, baby. Got those black papers with the faces of the innocents on them. You bring in the Franco-Negros and the Solas.
What is happening?
It ain't easy, but you do it. Day in and day out. You didn't make the rules, but you won't lose. You're a cop, and a sprinter, and a money printer.
Sure. And I got that giant novelty check from Everard.
Wasn't easy getting that giant novelty check from Everard. Took some ingenuity to get into the harbor, but you got in, and you took that bribe as hard as any cop's taken.
Oh. Oh, and then there's the pawning stuff after that suspicious Roy guy.
Yeah, you're in the sales business. Shake 'em for shit and then pawn it off. Law officer style.
I guess I've made some gills. Sure.
Sure. And has it been easy? Is life easy? Have you not gone into cardiac arrest? Are you not about to have an anxiety attack or shoot yourself in the mouth? But you still hustle 24/7, ride or die. Now, ask yourself, are you rich?
No, I'm actually not.
That's right. You work harder than anyone. You almost rode yourself to the grave and you're still practically a hobo. Why is that?
Because of that guard guy riding my ass, the system's broke. There's a market for corrupt cops out there, but immigrant cops have price dumped it. Fucking taxes? I don't know, why am I so poor? Let's go with that option. I can relate to this one.
Because of the taxes, G-Man's got his jam-covered sticky fingers in your pocket, stealing from you every time you buy, sell, walk, talk, fart, so much as sneeze. Aren't taxes almost non-existent in the Gossamer state that is Revachol?
I thought there were no taxes.
You and I both, but they got those indirect modes of taxation. Sales tax, excise duty, extraction tax. This tax that doesn't even have a name. Plus, there's the stuff people in other countries pay for that makes them ask for more money from you here. The Gossamer state's a myth. In total, the coalition government is taking 98% of all your money.
No fucking way. I guess I'm a free market fundamentalist now, opt-in. Are you sure? That seems like a pretty big number.
What are you not sure about? They're milking your nipples till they bleed. Can't you see? Aren't you sick and tired of having bloody nipples?
What am I opting into here? This isn't helping me solve my money problem. It's only making me into a free market type. Let's go with opt-in, but only a little. Bleeding nipples are kind of a pain, but how will deregulation help with that?
It's all about the tax issue, hustler. No other problem in the world is as pressing as top marginal tax rates. And don't you fucking forget it.
Okay, right. And with that lovely conversation about the war and taxes, which seems oddly linked, I'm going to end this episode here. So thank you very much for watching. Please like, subscribe, let me know what you think. Your comments are greatly appreciated. And as always, I'll see you next time.